this was a very interesting. It's quite an eye chart, so we can just kind of talk through it. Is anytime a new model comes up, right? The top quality model, there's a significant price and latency premium. So that's good. As we'll talk about that. But then there's an open source version of it right now, right? The bottom line is there's a lot of open source models that caught up to OpenAI, and then they released the O1 model, which does a little bit more better reasoning and math. So then they're like, oh yeah, we went to the top, but if the cycle repeats, some other model is going to come in open source and going to be very close to them. But if you look at the quality is very high for O1 preview, but the speed compared to a Llama 3.1 is 283, and an Open the O1 preview is 23. What is that? 100th of the speed, and the price for Llama or for Gemini is like for a million tokens is 0.1 compared to 26 for O1 preview. So yes, top quality model is amazing, but are you willing to pay the significant price and latency premiums? I don't know which use case will. For you and me, just using it as a single, it's okay. But can you really build an enterprise model or application with this much cost involved? I don't know the answer to that.
Right. I think just like anything, right, with volume, probably usage, the prices might come. There's a built-in price that's needed to run these things, right? There's compute, there's storage,
True.
there's all of that. And one of the reasons why I think this is high elevated is that at some point you're not going to be able to pass it off as a marketing expense, right? You have to just show that as a cost, and somebody has to pay for it. So we'll see. I'm pretty sure all of these are trimmed down version, like we already saw in one of those episodes where they make X dollars and they spend Y dollars, so Y is greater than X, right? So there's a differential there. That's not even priced into this. So who knows whether it's 26.3 or 260.3, the real numbers, right?
But the real question is if the quality of the output is 85 for the latest model, an open source model is a 72 for quality, it's about 13 points. However you want to quantify that, are you willing to play 100x? Reduce speed of 100x and willing to pay like more than 100x the price?
Yeah, this is a fun. Thanks for bringing it up, right? I think this is a fun thought, right? So our experiment to see at what cost are you willing to compromise for the quality, right? So that's a question we are all being asked. Like if it's 100%, it'll cost you this much. Never say no to any customer. Say it'll cost you 26.3 if you want it to be 100%. But if it is 80%, it's only costing you 0.1. Obviously, it's a choice is yours. Right? You pay 26 or 0.1.
I know, it's crazy.
So
but
it's crazy.
That drives us to the next one, right? But overall, if you see as an industry, inferencing is going cheaper every single day. What we've seen is this 100x drop in OpenAI. Anthropic has a 60x drop. I mean, it's not a 100%, 100x drop. That is crazy. Went from $60 to what? Oh my God, 60 to less than 20. That is Anyway. So kind of building on a thought from previous slide we shared is what was very prohibitively expensive now is becoming cheaper. So I'm assuming all these new models will become cheap too. Then what does OpenAI have to charge for premium if an open source model can catch up to it and charge 100x lower? I wouldn't want to be in the space of building expensive LLMs, but I want to be in the space where there's a lot of competition and we can use the cheapest one to build our application. So I'm glad from our vantage point, this is all good.
Right. And another key aspect of this model business is just like anything else, it needs to get updated, right? So if this financial modeling is the drop accounting for create once and use any number of times type of usage, or is it like continuously updating this model, thereby it has a recurring cost too, right? So this is very interesting as you go through this, some of these hidden factors. The funny thing is, even in the cloud, right, we don't know a lot of hidden cost factors. The companies don't show it; they blend it in. Anyway, we'll see how this is all going to evolve.
So the good news is there are some AI generated products that once an enterprise starts using it, including the companies I'm consulting for, the ones that are using it, but they're not like standalone. Most of them are being built into, let's say, Microsoft Copilot or something else. People hold on to it, whether it's a Grammarly, 11 Labs. So there's a lot of the generative AI part of it is definitely getting some legs and adoption, and its stickiness in the enterprise. So that's a positive
Definitely
thing
positive,
that's
right?
happening.
Definitely positive. And as the enterprises who have some extra money for experimentation are participating, this is a good thing.
I agree. All right. What's our next topic? Okay. It's tough to read, but I'm gonna give so the where venture backed companies are like you can see the public companies. We just talked about Nvidia 3 trillion, Microsoft's gone up, Google's gone up. Anybody at any kind of AI exposure, they've gone crazy in the last 2 years. But what percentage of AI companies are, or where is the money going? Last year, uh, enterprise software, health, and finance and marketing were the most actively funded AI category. So I think what's shown from since 1990, robotics, enterprise software and space. Now it's enterprise software, health, and fintech and marketing. So it's interesting because I think we talked about, right? If you follow where the money is going, that's where most of the they see opportunity, right? Like you and I can talk about it, but if we were going to invest our own money, I'm pretty sure we're going to only invest in places where we see the most ROI for our investment. So as it stands, it looks like an enterprise software is a no-brainer, just because, just like any SaaS company, if you can get in, it's a long sales cycle, but you'll be there for a while. Just like that, healthcare, fintech, marketing, they could all definitely use some of these newer functionality that AI provides for running the business more efficiently.
Yeah, absolutely. It looks that way, isn't it? But we jumped the gun on ROI. We don't know. They're probably trying to play with this, and there's a lot of activity there. We have to
Yeah,
see how much of that is ROI at some point.